Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. I want to come on here briefly. I just want to talk about some things about starting over. And, you know, it's so hard to start over. A lot of people don't want to start over. I was one of them that just didn't want to start over. But sometimes we don't have a choice to start over. And I thought about starting over is really a good thing if you look at it. You're starting fresh. When I started over in a new place. Not only in a new place, but a new city, a new town. I started over. I didn't know anyone, and I prayed, and the Lord led me to a place to start over fresh. Sometimes God can lead us into places that we don't understand and why we are going there, why we was placed there. And I was like, Lord, I just don't understand why I'm here. But I obeyed the Lord and I moved and I was placed in this town and I didn't know anyone, and I didn't know why I was there. But I knew God had sent me there. But things began to happen, strange things. I had a job. God placed me in a job before I got to the town, and I was grateful. I was so grateful. And while I was here in this town, things didn't turn out the way I planned it. I had planned it when I got here. I could see the vision clearly before I got here. I could see the vision that I was going to prosper, that I was going to be happy here, and the doors was open, and I thought I could walk in it, and that was just the vision that I saw. So when I got here, I did have a friend that was here. I did have a friend that was here, but she had just moved here. But anyway, I did have one friend here, and things just didn't turn out the way that I expected to turn out. So I wind up moving out, and I didn't have a place to go. And I began to pray and question God, why am I here? Why did you place me here? Because things are not the way I expected them to go. And so there was times, that I just kept trying to walk by faith. I just kept trying to encourage myself. But at the same time, I was encouraging myself, but I was grieving. I was still grieving the loss of my mother in December 2023. So I was like, it's going to be okay, Vicky. It's going to be okay. Just continue to push, continue to push. But I was more focused on I was looking at the situation, and I was focused on how things was going in my life. Wasn't nothing going right. But to speed it up, to make a long story short, this past weekend, Saturday, I went to the Air Challenge. And while I was there with my nephew, he was having so much fun. And I'm a school teacher, but I deal with children with special needs, special education. That's what I specialize in, and mental health. So I love my job. I love what I was doing. And, you know, and people would tell me, well, the pay is not great. The pay is not great. Why are you there? You could be making more money. You got degrees up under your belt. You could be doing this. You could be doing that. And I'm like, God sent me here, and God opened that door for me before I got here. And I listened to what they were saying, but God didn't tell me to leave that job. He said, I'm going to open doors for you on that job before I actually moved here. And I'm still there, thank God, because sometimes it's not about the money. It's about the passion, the heart of people that you can share your love, your experience, your knowledge with other people. And just the children in general. I love them. And when I was out having my surgery, when I came back, my desk was flooded with cards. Cards they had took their time out and made and written letters to me, and they went all out. And I was like, people saying, just leave, just leave. It's just a low paying job. You could do better. You can go here, you can go there. But God says, be still. Sometimes we can move out of a place where God ain't never sent us. God told us not to go. And I had to question myself. Did God send me here, or did I send myself? Because everything that I had visioned wasn't working out for me. So this past Saturday, I took my nephew to the air show. It's called Challenge Air. And we went there, and I began to just tell my story to different people. And I really couldn't keep up with my nephew because my operation on my foot and my leg was kind of bothering me. And I'm like, okay, Lord, I got to let him just run it out. But in the midst of running out, my nephew getting his energy out. He's 4 years old. People began to support me and help me because they saw the condition that I was in. And they say, that's okay, sit down, sit down. We'll get him. He's going to be okay. I'm going to watch him. I'll take him out to the airplane. You just sit down and rest off of your feet. Get off your feet. I got off of my feet. And I was sitting there, and I was drinking some water, and this photographer came up, and we got to talking and everything. I didn't know she was a reporter, for the newspaper here where I am, in this small town, in this town that God sent me. So she began to ask me some questions, and I told her, part of my life story, how I began the ministry, Women of Prayer Ministries of Dallas, Texas, how that started. And she asked me about special needs and mental health. So I began to pour out my experience here and also in Dallas. I was a professional mental health counselor / just specialist, mental health specialist as well. But I began to pour out my experience to her, and she could see the excitement in my face, and she could hear it in my voice that I had a passion for people. And I told her yes, and she asked about my education. So we talked about that, and she graduated at UNT, and so did I. So that was amazing, and it just kicked off from there. And I want to say that the reason why I'm sharing this because we never know where God will place us to run into our destiny or walk into our destiny. And when I shared my story and we realized that we graduated at the same university, it just opened a door didn't know the young lady was a reporter. I didn't know I was going to be in the newspaper. I was in the newspaper. I thank God because that's a door that God had opened for me. And I didn't even know it. And God spoke to me. He said, this is why I planted you here. And I planted you here for a reason. And when that door was open, God said there are going to be many doors that's going to be open for you, but you have to walk in it. You're going to be able to walk in it because He knows that I have a passion for people and helping people. Mental health, I'm a mentor. I mentor people. I love mental health. I love special education. I love to do a lot of things in the community to give back. And just because I was obedient to God, God said, watch the doors that begin to open for you in your life. Watch the doors. And I said, thank you, Lord. So the burden was lifted of questioning God, why was I here? And now I'm more focused on the mission that God has for me here in this town. The mission to complete. Will I be here forever? I don't know. But this season that I'm here and God has opened the doors, I'm going to walk through it, and who knows where I wind up. So I just want to share that with someone who may be facing something similar to my situation. I want to say be encouraged, hang in there, and just know that God is God and He's working it out just for you. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up. And make sure, if you haven't looked at Noah videos that he had made by himself, and I posted, he don't know how to post, but he definitely know how to do the videos. He gets it on my phone, and I mean, he just worked his phone. 4 years old. But anyway, if you haven't saw his videos, I encourage you to go back, watch his videos, give him a thumb up for the videos, and share and like this page and follow this page. So thank y'all so much. Y'all have a blessed Tuesday and be blessed. Bye-bye.